Reunited and it feels so good. What's good, superstars? Back with another VV video. You got Superstar Joe and you got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob? It's been a month.
It's been very. You got new weapons. You got new weapons.
I took out the fanny pack. You guys are roasting me on Twitter for wearing the fanny pack. If you don't wear a fanny pack on vacation, are you even doing it right? I need to know. But Rob, it's honestly been forever. I feel like now we can get back into the groove, bounce off ideas off of each other. We learned a lot. We had a lot of guests on in the interim, but we're grateful for all of you guys who came on and helped us co-host while we were on our vacations, and Rob was on his honeymoon. But now we are back in the saddle, and we're hoping to bring you guys that content that you guys come for. We know there's been a lot of comments that they've been waiting for the reunited Rob and Joe. So here we are, and I think we got a good one for them today. But
this is we held this one back. We said we're gonna do this when we're together. We didn't want to make sure this one wasn't discussed with us not being together. But it definitely was an interesting time in the Superstar Money history with all the collaborations. Amazing. The community pulled together, filled in for us while we're on vacation. But now it's time to get back to regular programming, just the way we like it.
Yeah. So if you haven't already, become a superstar. Hit the subscribe button down below. Hit that bell notification. You never know when we're going to do another collab. You never know when we're posting a live stream. I mean, we're due for a live stream. It's been a really long time since we've done one. But those are going to be coming soon. So make sure you have that bell notification on. Also, you can become a Superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. You're going to see a bunch of giveaways at the beginning of this video. Alex G, I know you love the long intros. We're also, you can get a star next to your name. You get access to our spreadsheet for 5 hits. It's amazing. It's amazing. You see everything we buy and sell. I actually got to post my buy from the It's a Small World. You guys saw that on Twitter, but
I did it for you.
You did it? Okay, perfect. Yeah. So Rob's already doing it. So we're on top of it. I mean, a little bit behind on the giveaways, but it's coming.
And comments, today. A little bit behind on the comments as well.
We'll get there. So, and then the hats, we're going to do the giveaway, or we're going to be organizing the hats. I mean, it was a little bit of a disaster because we went away right after we did the selling of them, but now we haven't collected any money yet, so we're going to do that. Shout out to all the VIP. These are the people who are entered into the giveaways today. We have a bunch of them. We'll go through them individually, but thank you guys very much for joining. Comment your page down below. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Follow us there. On Twitter, you'll find our VV profile. You can follow us there. When we go on there, we'll follow you back. When merge accounts, I don't know. So that's pretty much that. I mean, in the description below, actually, I want to point this out. We have a PO box, and shout out to one of our VIP members.
Oh yeah,
Superstar VIP OG Growler,
Hall of Famer.
I think he's in the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Famer.
Some wall art comic books. This one looks familiar, right?
Oh, yeah.
Scotty Young. This was a 101. So this one, and then we got this one's really cool too. I don't know if this is Scotty Young or not. You guys let me know, but it looks pretty cool, the artwork, and he's got like all the characters in there.
Huge shout out to Superstar VIP Growler. Look at this. Look at this. Beautiful. We can't thank you enough for your gift. It's amazing. We will cherish it forever.
Yeah, definitely. We will figure out a way to put it on the walls and showcase it, because we have blank walls behind both of us. So if you guys want to send us something, that's in the description. We also have a Discord link if you want to go and continue the conversation afterwards. There's a great Discord community. We've been slacking from there. We've been on vacation. I've been on there maybe once in the last couple of weeks, but now I'm ready to go. Really excited. Today's video got me pumped, and that is it. But let me pull up the Twitter. Let's go. Actually, you know what? Before we do that,
we gotta do a giveaway.
Before we do that, exactly. You read my mind. So all the VIP are in here. We got 108 entries. First giveaway is going to be for Disney mini brands. Second giveaway, Disney mini brands, and that will be the end of Disney mini brands. I know that's been very well received by a bunch of you guys. And then we will give away the star for September. So 3 giveaways, 3 chances right here. And this is what happens when you're in the VIP. You get great chances.
Action packed. All right, so spin the wheel.
Let's spin the wheel. First, Disney Mini Brands giveaway. We'll reach out to you on Twitter, whoever wins, or on YouTube. We'll put it actually on our YouTube page. Oh, VV congratulations. Recently joined the VIP, and it's paying dividends. We're going to reach out. We know how to get a hold of you. So congratulations.
Congrats.
Disney Mini Brands, you win 5 of the 10 that we have. And then the last 5 that are remaining will go to this next winner, who is Super Daddy Cool. Been in
Oh!
the game for a long time. I think that's a page 1 VIP member.
Page 1.
So shout out Super Daddy Cool. We'll reach out to you as well. Congratulations. The Disney mini brands are officially closed. And now for the big one that people have been waiting for a while. We're actually a couple days behind on it. But the star in the universe, who will be getting the next star in the universe named after them? I will also be buying the star for Veve Heart when we purchase this one. And that will be this week.
Keep saying one star.
When star, it's coming. It's coming.
Three times the charm.
Ooh, Granddaddy Crypto. Congratulations. You are going in the constellation. I mean, guys, dividends are paying off for these three. Congratulations to all the winners.
Superstar Granddaddy Crypto in the universe. Let's go.
It's going to be a long one. I don't know if I can. We're going to have to figure out an abbreviation. I don't know.
We're going to have to go. We have to go Granddaddy. I think just Granddaddy C or something like that.
Yeah, we'll talk to you. We'll make sure that you're happy with it. So congratulations. And thank you for supporting us to all the VIP members. Twitter, let's go through this quickly. I know that you left off on this picture. This is where the fanny pack came through. You guys are ripping on the jean shorts. I mean, listen, would you rather have all of your items in your pockets with bulges and looking like a fool, or you get a nice?
I think you look great, by the way. I just want to go out there and say that on the record right now. You know, I was looking at the comments. You weren't here, so obviously, we could see what's going on through Twitter without talking to each other. Yeah. And I just see the comments. You're getting roasted so bad. I think you look good. What's wrong with how you look? This is expensive. Okay, this is expensive. I went to Europe. I didn't have that. I had a satchel because I don't want to get pickpocketed. You know, there's actual practical reasons to be wearing things like that. Listen, it was great. I honestly want to say it on video. Honor meeting the legend, Put in Cheeks. We had a great conversation. Not as long as I would have liked it to be. I mean, we were in a rush. It was our last day, and we're trying to do some last minute souvenir shopping. But we took the time, we sat aside, we talked a bit, and it was awesome. It was just my first encounter with the Veve fam in a public setting, and none other than the legend Put in Cheeks could not be happier to have had those words with him, and they're going to cherish that meeting for a long time, and hopefully we can meet again in the future with you, Rob, and it'll be awesome. This is an incredible meetup, and he's a legend. We've been using. He's done so much for the community. He's a complete legend. What an incredible encounter that you guys had, and this is what the Veve community does. It actually brings people together, like legit. It brings people together. So that was amazing. Awesome time, guys. Buy a fanny pack. Trust me. Bob Sales, he did it again. Don't doubt the spreadsheet. He hit 2 of them. I don't know if you talked about this yet. Yeah, we did. Anyway, we'll keep it going. Put in Cheeks is singing our praises, of course. Yeah, we got this. We got this. We got this. Are we here? We got that. Where are we at? Right here. Okay, so we got an update. Shout out to Vlad the Trender, giving updates of all-time highs and floor prices on these collectibles. Just so you had an idea, I thought when I saw this, I'm like, you know what, people would love to see this. Maybe it gives some people some enjoyment to go pick up something that they didn't realize was as low as it is. Like I'll say at 320, I had no idea. It's pretty low, but it can go lower. Of course, we know that's for sure. And relative to what we remember, that's pretty low. I put this tweet out today. I don't think anybody really picked up on it, but I think a reunion is overdue. The reunion is here between Rob and Joe, and we are back. And we also did the giveaway of the sad buns. This was another thing that got delayed. I have to give them away. I will reach out to all the winners, but everybody who entered won. So sometimes it pays off to just enter the giveaway and you're going to win something possibly. Yeah. So that's our Twitter. Pretty short and sweet. This is, where is it here? This is the Veve stuff. So let's talk about these things. We got this coming out tomorrow. Welcome to New York poster. This is obviously for the Marvel NYCC. We've seen one of these posters before, Rob. Why don't you go through it a little bit? I'll pull it up. I'm not expecting much. I did some Ultraman comparisons, and I realize now that before you can kind of use the mint numbers to get, and you can still get a pretty good idea, but the market is truly in a terrible state, and it always seems to go even lower than just that standard comparison. So the San Diego here, I just pulled it up. It looks like that it's trading right now. Where does it have this price right here? Like 48. 48 right down here. Sold 4 hours ago, 47, okay? 47 gems this thing sold for. It was a listed price of 60 at the time that it came out. So there it is right there. Store price. He's got 60. The mint numbers and everything now. Do you see that? Mint numbers 3,900. Yeah, he has how much sold. Are listed. The which ones are sold. Yeah, I love that. He shows exactly which ones are sold, mint numbers, and it also has how many are currently listed. He has a lot of the information here. And I have to get familiar now with the new spread with the new You'll website. Also see that huge spike at the end there. So realistically, this thing was trading in the 30s until recently because of the Comicon coming up. Yeah. It was
I
down
think
here.
I think for this one, you might originally see it above listed for a very short period of time, just because if you're going for this, you're going for, I guess, mint hunters might be going for it. It might take a little bit, but I think it's going to end up below listed. And I think we're looking in the 40s at least early on, and then we'll end up dipping into the 30s.
Let's pull your screen back up because I like this one better. It has New York poster like just slapped right on it. So it's a bigger city.
The nicer poster.
It's a nicer poster, so that has that benefit. But I think in today's market, it's still going to get crushed. There's less mint numbers. I'm just saying like maybe 40 gems. I don't know. What's it listed for right now?
It's for 60, but I think initially it'll go a little bit higher and then it'll dip below. Like you got everybody in here. You got Doctor Strange. You've got you've got Miles Morales. I think this is a really cool poster, and because of who's in it, it's not just one character.
It's cool, but the utility just doesn't matter yet, right?
Yeah.
Art doesn't have its time.
I agree. I just think you're going for a one of one item, not one of one, but like one design item. I mean, initially it's got to go a couple bucks above at least. And like when I won the San Diego one, I was able to sell it for 70 something. So this one here, less mints, should be at least over 60 to start, but I do see it going below, like you said, and I can see it going as low as 40 and eventually into the 30s. I think it's going to do the same thing, even with the less mints.
Yeah, for sure.
The other one we got is James Bond. Very little hype on this one. Haven't heard many people talking about it. But you had something pulled up. I don't know if you still have it with the what do you call it? The airdrop.
Okay, so first, like what they're saying is, you look at the article here. You got 7 of them, right? So you got the first one here, and they're all around 1960. Like all of them are around 1960. You got the second one, third poster, fourth poster, which is like pretty racy. This one here, fifth poster, sixth poster, seventh poster, and then at the 8th poster, which is right here, Agent 007. It says it's the Thunderball poster 8. And it says the poster will be airdropped to holders of posters 1 to 7 in the 60th anniversary limited edition poster collection. And the snapshot will take place October 20th. So because the mint numbers are all around 1970, you know that you can't. It's going to be pretty scarce. I think it's going to be pretty scarce. I don't think a lot of people care about this, like James Bond, as much as everything else on the app. So it's probably going to get crushed. I'm guessing that you might be able to actually complete this set for pretty cheap, and it might be worth doing if you just want a free airdrop. I don't know, 10 gems.
I don't know what it says about when the airdrop is going to be screenshotted, but
October 20th.
Oh, October 20th. Yeah, okay.
October 20th.
I think you're right. I actually don't think this is going to sell out if it's a blind box. Is it all blind box?
Yeah.
I haven't read into it. Yeah. If it's blind boxes, you've got 14,000 of these. This is not selling out, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I could see it going severely below listed 20, 15.
Well, it's whatever it goes, it's going to be worth more than after the airdrop. And then when the airdrop comes, no matter what that airdrop's worth, it's going to get completely crushed. It will eventually hit that 10 gems. Yeah. If it's not going to do it now, it's going to do it after that airdrop.
And then that airdrop might end up. The thing is, it's a poster. Like we know the stigma behind posters. I mean, blue and beta animated collectible. The fact that there's less than 500 of those, that's pretty cool. Yeah. These posters, there might be 100 of them. I mean, how many people are going to do this? I don't know.
It just doesn't interest me like everything else on the app. Like, what are you going to do with this? You don't even have the utility yet of actually like putting it where you need to put it to actually flex to your friends. And James Bond's a big IP. I'm not trying to bash them. It's just not for me.
I think the best way to do this one, and again, they're going to do what they want. Obviously, they want to try and sell as many blind boxes as possible. I think that's the wrong way to go about this. If you wanted to sell more of these, you let people pick, and then they can go, boom, I want this one, boom, I want this one, boom, I want this one, and buy each one along the line. Then you're guaranteed to get each of them, because who's going to want doubles of these? I don't even want one, and they're going to make me go and mint 2 of them. It's not going to happen. So I think they dropped the ball on how they did this airdrop. They're letting you know ahead of time, which is kind of cool. But I don't know. I was always a fan of airdrops being surprises to reward holders. We've heard everybody talk about that. And that's another way I think you help the market recover, is by rewarding holders and being like, listen, if you hold it, something might happen to you down the line. And we proved it with this drop. Like, have some kind of a precedent. And if you don't have that, then I
think we're going to see a lot more of announcing airdrops to help incentivize actually going for the drop. We're going through a period of time right now where drops are not selling out. So in order to help Veve's revenue, it actually, by taunting you with an airdrop, might get you to go and buy and spend those 40 gems. So we'll probably see a lot more of that going forward.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think this incentivizes anybody to go for this. If you're going to land two things that are going to go for 50% of retail or less, I don't see how you're incentivizing. I think this one here, you make it into those boxes where you pick each one, especially if your airdrop is how it is. You know what I mean? But anyway, and there's a lot of them. There's 7 posters. Like it's not like it's
quite a grind. If you're gonna do it the legitimate way, like you know, at 40 gems, it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah, 7 times 4. Yeah, you're crazy. $280.
Yeah,
just on blind boxes, and that's if you hit every single one. Then you got to keep going for it. So I don't know. I don't think people are gonna do it. So you might have a really scarce poster, but again, scarce posters don't seem to intrigue many people. Yeah. So let's talk about this because this kind of leads into our topic of discussion. We have Marvel Insider launching a monthly giveaways. Enter now for your chance at this Red Skull digital collectible from Veve's Marvel Mighty collection. So
interesting.
First thing we want to talk about is how they're using collectibles in their collection to incentivize or advertise for other things. So instead of advertising for Veve, it's kind of the reverse where they're advertising for Marvel Unlimited, it looks like.
Yeah.
So to me, that means that they're going to be doing things where Veve is used as an advertising platform, which I think is great. I think you don't always have to advertise to get people onto Veve.
Yeah.
Using Veve to advertise other things shows that they're willing to work both ways with the IP. The thing that stuck out to us is that they mentioned that it's from their collection, and we've obviously had an AMA recently where they talked about sub 40 mints, and we have a lot to say about this. So Rob, why don't you start, and then I'll put in my 2 cents.
Well, I think we should start off by giving the man the floor, and let's see what he has to say, right from the horse's mouth, right?
Within the company, most important is that you will every now and then see lower edition mints being given out. They generally been giving out as a non-revenue, so we don't actually generate or sell them as such. They will be giving out as prizes for our competitions, and we always talked about quite a bit how we're going to utilize these editions and how we reward the users or the collectors out there. And we want to start that program. So in the coming weeks or even months, you will start to see some of these lower edition number come out. But saying
unbelievable. So, I mean, you guys should go check out that video. It was a September 2022 Veve community update. There was a lot of information, a lot of discussions in there. That one was, I think, a little bit of a bombshell. We know the amount of money people have been spending. Some people in the community have been spending and like in the magnitude of thousands of dollars in order to collect number 41 mints or completing an entire set of number 41, because we're not going to bring it up, but there's a tweet out there that I believe says
it was on a video.
It was on an official. Sorry, it was on a video.
It was in. It was a. I think Alex jumped on with Veve Magic and Silicon Secure, and they were asking about the 41 mints, or sorry, 1 to 40 mints. And this is not a bash of Alex. I think he spoke what he thought, and that's the problem. It's not an Alex problem. It wasn't passed on to Alex, this information, like, and he's in charge of marketing, and he's in charge of like Twitter communications and all this stuff, and he's very vocal in the community, and people love him for that and people hate him for that. But when he doesn't know something this important, it's, to me, it's above him. It's the fact that was not communicated properly, and to me that's a huge problem. Like you have to like, as a company, make sure that all employees are aware, especially when you're talking about something of this magnitude. We're talking of something this magnitude, like that comment there.
Well, the comment was never see the light of day.
Yeah, just to be clear. And so maybe you can buy them at night. No, that was my joke on Twitter. Nobody laughed at it, but I thought it was hilarious. But the thing is, it's not like it's affecting like something of a low price point here. You're having people who go and spend thousands, tens of thousands to get that low mint. We know a good friend of ours, Sleeping Comics, went and bought 41 and 42 for Silver Surfer,
thinking he's getting the top 2. And I remember in previous videos, like, it always made sense to me that if they're going to reserve 40 of them, they're going to do giveaways. That always made sense to me. I remember talking about it in videos, and then the narrative really, and then with Alex obviously saying they'll never see the light of day, the community basically just accepted that these would never be seen. They'd all be used in a museum. It never made sense, though. Okay, it never really made sense that all 40 would go into a museum unless they had 40 different museums. But why? It's the metaverse. You can go to one. You know what I mean? Like it never made sense. And these people now who have invested thousands of dollars, because let's be honest, Veve is an investing app. It has a marketplace. People try to profit, even though they may not profit successfully. But anyways, like they spent thousands of dollars on this based off what the company said. How is it possible that Alex didn't know that none of them, like, how could he believe that none of them would ever be released? Like, all of them would be forever locked away and never be used. How does that miscommunication happen? Like, this is something that's been around for so long. It's been around for so long that Veve's been holding back. Every drop, they hold back collectibles. How is it possible that Alex could believe that this would forever be in the vault? And then just out of nowhere, you know, David, he's like, no. We're going to be giving some of these away.
No, but even at the time, like the video was out there. I'm sure that they know that video was out there. It took you 2 months to come out and clear this up. Like in that time, you gave people time to go buy number 41s for tens of thousands of dollars. And now you're going to release number 30 of something, and that person's not going to have the lowest mint anymore. That's not right. You do it going forward. You say everything going forward. Now you're going to have a chance at a lower mint. So people are aware ahead of time. It's too many times like this. We did a video. Is Veve making too many mistakes? That was when we were talking about Jermaine Rogers. That was actually what they talked about right before you showed that clip. Yeah. They were talking about the Jermaine Rogers boo-boo or whatever they called it. And to me, yeah, a little bit of lesser scale. It was a poster. Maybe too many people aren't too hot about it. But there are big ticket items on this app that are number 41s. Those should, like, I know it's subjective, but there are items here that if you start releasing lower mints, you take away from that number. I don't care if you release one. I don't care if you release two as giveaways. I don't care how scarce they are. That person can still sell them, or don't let them sell them. Let them release it and don't let them sell it. Say that cannot go in the marketplace. Like that's got to be something. Well, something you think about.
The decision making you're going to make if you knew this information correctly. Right. Maybe you wouldn't have gone for number 41. Maybe you would have went instead and invested your money in a special, unique 1-for-1 mint. For example, the 1977 T-Rex, because that's when it came out. Maybe or 1993. You would focus maybe on different mints instead of the number 41. Because you know the number 41 is going to probably get diluted over time. To me, I know I didn't play the rest of this video. They talked a little bit about Alex was like, well, like for the most part, it's true. And he's like, yeah, look, as time goes on, more and more of them are going to get released. Yeah. As more and more of them get released, it's going to spread the cash away from the 41 to the 99. It's going to spread it out. And I mean, number 41s are still great mints. Like they're amazing, but it's not the same as when it's the actual lowest one you can ever get it to the public. Yeah. So I don't know. I think that
I love it. I love what you just said there about how it's going to slowly expand. This is what everybody does. They test the waters. Okay, we're gonna let a little bit of water trickle out of the dam. And what happens once a little bit more water gets out of the dam? The floodgates open, and then you let it happen, and you let it keep happening, because now it's there. Yeah. So that's what's going to happen. We might see a little bit of more 41s listed on the market nowadays if you go look, maybe for better prices because of this, but it's not a good look. I mean, I think I don't know what you do to fix this. I don't know if you can.
They have some of the biggest IPs in the world. Okay, they're revenuing millions of dollars. They're literally one of the most like I think one of the best apps right now in terms of revenues. Like the amount of money they've made is incredible. How hard is it just to get on the same page? Yeah. Like I want to know, did David, you always know this was going to be the case, or Dan? Was this something that they always knew and Probably. It was never communicated? Or did they all just change direction because a licensor came to them and said, hey, we would really like to give away one of your mints? Or like, to me, it makes more sense that when Veve would sell the idea of Veve to the licensors, it makes sense to me that they would have said, we're going to hold some back just in case you got to do some giveaways. We got you.
You just did an AMA, you brought it up, and then you dropped this a couple of days later. To me, it's on purpose. It's timed. It was something they knew that they put out some communication about it prior, and they knew this was coming, and they're like, oh, that kind of goes against what we said earlier. I don't know if they assumed that Alex understood that this was coming. I think that he didn't. I honestly think when he said that, it looked like he was very convinced.
Yeah, like super
convinced. Didn't know. And I don't blame Alex. I think that he didn't get the proper direction on these items, and I think that's something very important.
is it possible that David, you and Dan themselves believed confidently, like Alex, that these will never be released? I
And
mean,
then they changed their mind.
And then they changed
I
their
don't
mind?
think so, because they mentioned there as well about the Slimer. If you keep watching that clip, how number 40 Slimer was used in a giveaway in the past. I think David and Dan always knew. I think that they just assumed that maybe Alex knew, and I think Alex didn't know. And I think that that's the fact, that the communication continues to be a misstep with this company. But they still are the top of the top. Like, don't get us wrong, we are still very bullish on this project. The fact that they have come to this point where they are, they delivered on the MTL, they've delivered on metadata now. Now we have metadata. That's huge. I mean, Rob, I think you talked about it a little bit in one of your videos recently. But there's big ticket things that they're delivering on, which cannot be slept on. It's just these other things. Like, the thing that bothered me about this one is that, like, Jermaine Rogers, okay, maybe you can give an airdrop, you can fix that. It's not a big deal. This one here, you're affecting the entire marketplace, number one. And number two, you're costing people tens of thousands of dollars. Like, they could have went from a $10,000 item to a $5,000 item, or even 15 to 5,000. Like, this is big money that we're talking about. And I don't think, and I don't see the reason now to give away pre-existing items. Do it for a new drop. Like, say we're going to start implementing this going forward. Like, don't affect people's investments that they've already done. People, think about it. Like, if you were a collector and they say that there's 500 of this baseball card, and you go, you get one, and then they release another 200. What is that?
Well, don't forget, Cash Out really just came in August. So you have a lot of people in the community right now, or people from the outside looking in, that actually feel, a little bit jaded right now because of the whole Cash Out situation. They had quality collectibles. They wanted to cash out earlier. They were promised it in 2021. The months and months and months went by. Cash out, AMA. So they're already kind of, I'm going to, the Yizzo kid, Superstar the Yizzo kid, he's salty as it is. Things like this just get him going even worse, because he's like, I'm already angry about the whole payout stuff. Now, on top of that, they're changing again, promising something and not doing it. I don't know what to say at this point. I think they got to get on the same page, or maybe we're wrong. Maybe that they changed direction. The licensor muscled them. They want to please the Disney and Marvel.
It's fine. Maybe. Just be clean about it then say that's what happened, and that's it. Like, then at least you take the blame off yourself. You don't look like the bad guy. I know they don't want to throw them under the bus. It's just, man, like, I feel bad for people who've been picking up number 41s. There's even like a mint number 41 club or something like that. Yeah. I get it. I get that the stuff under 41 is going to be far and in between, but the fact that they exist is going to allow access to them down the line, and they're going to come out with more of them. I don't care what anybody says. If they say they're going to come out with one or two, it's like you said, you trickle, and then you say, why wouldn't we release them? I can make they can sell them for $10,000.
But what kind of question was that? Alex was like, he almost said that, like, some of them might never, like, he was trying to get David, you to almost agree that some might actually never see the light of day. That doesn't make sense to me. Like you said, you're going to go and do it right now for this one. Why not for anything else as more time goes on? Well, we'll see in the future. I know Veve will learn from this. They kind of admitted it was a little bit of a boo-boo on their part. And I mean, for those who own number 41, it ain't so bad. You got a number 41 collectible.
And that's a great point, because same thing with the comics. I mean, comics, I was more, I thought for sure they're going to release more of them. They're holding 200 to 500.
Yeah.
When I picked up my comics that are lower mints, I said, look, 3-digit, I'm sub 1,000. There's only going to be 1,000 ever maximum. And that's how I went into it. I didn't spend for the most expensive ones. When I saw a deal, I would go and buy that, because I knew that you would have a sub number. I mean, for me, I have number 390 or something for Fantastic Four, or I don't remember. I'm in the top 100, but I never looked at it like I have the top 100. It's just, I had a sub 400. So it's something like that you look at. The fact that they're going to come out with more of them now, it's going to diminish the value. But I mean, you hope that the offset of people coming into the app helps to kind of keep you afloat. It's like, if any time to do it, now might be the time, because you're in a bear market when things are at their lowest value. You might drop them a little bit more now because of this announcement, but as people rush into the app, you hope that 1,000 editions or whatever it is, 40, so 100, the top 100 should hold more value as you get more and more users. When that will come, we think we're still quite a ways away from that time, but I think like you said, it's something that is right now we're testing the waters. I think we're gonna see more and more of it. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. No, I got nothing else to add. I think Veve's going to learn from this, and we'll see where they can come. We would love to know your guys' thoughts as well. So let us know below. Comment below what do you think is Veve going to do after everything that's happened? The community now is outraged. You see it on Twitter. I'm sure Veve knows what people are saying. Do you think that Veve will eventually release more and more and more until pretty much all 40 are released? I mean, I can see maybe some of them for the museum won't be released, but I think this is going to become a pattern and they're going to start doing more and more often. So let me know your thoughts as well. Let us know what you guys think about the video below. And if you haven't already, don't forget, smash the subscribe button, become a superstar, join the Superstar fam, and hit that bell notification button because you never know what we're going to hit you with. Surprises, information that you may really, really want to hear. And that way you miss no videos. And don't forget, we got some first races going on. So you got to hit that bell. Maybe you can join the first race as well. Become a Superstar VIP. You can use our spreadsheets, drop spreadsheets, sweep the floor spreadsheets. P.O. Box, guys. Send us if you want to become a Hall of Famer, we need a Hall of Famer slide now. and Mr. Superstar VIP Growler goes there with Keep Calm Stack On for his absolute generosity. We thank you so much. Get the cool star beside your name, advertisements, our buys and sells. We will do everything we can to bring as much value to our VIP membership as possible. First dibs on giveaways. Thank you guys all so much, and we will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.